One of the Gospels that is read more often during this time and during the Christmas season is the Gospel of Luke, because it contains the fuller narrative of the Lord's birth. We need to borrow other bits from example from Matthew when we look at the visit from the wise men. But most of it comes from the Gospel of Luke. Now, I don't think there has ever been a version of the Gospel of Luke for cinema. But if there was one, unfortunately the first two chapters of Luke will look very much like a musical. It seems that every so often, when something major happens, people break into song. We can't see that because we just read it, but depending on the Bible version you have at home, when you open Luke chapter 1 and chapter 2, you will see that just as soon as Zechariah starts to speak after John is born, and just after Mary is greeted by her kinswoman Elizabeth, and just after Jesus has been presented to the temple, the prose changes into what looks like poetry, which is song. So it seems that every so often when something great happens, people stop what they're doing and break into song, which is kind of amazing. If you like musicals, great. If you hate musicals, it's atrocious. But today we hear Mary's song. She is the one who is greeted by Elizabeth, and almost unacknowledging the greeting from her kinswoman, she starts off in a song about God, a song of praise. But her song is not just about what happened to her or what happened to Israel before the time that she was in, so before Jesus was conceived. Is also a song about the future. She sings of the mercy of God which reaches from age to age. She sings about all generation calling her blessed. And she sings that God will bring justice and mercy in the world. How will she do that? How will God do that? Through the birth of the son that she is carrying. Now, there have been studies recently, in the last few years, about mothers singing to their unborn child. And it provides a bond. And apparently, the newborn child is able to recognize the songs that the mother sung or the mother played. And also in nature, there are birds who sing to their eggs and sing a specific song that only that nest knows. And when the chicks hatch, they know that song. Mary, in a sense, is doing this. She's singing the praises of God, but she's also singing about the coming justice of God, the coming mercy of God to her unborn son. The one who she is carrying in her womb, and the one who made John leap for joy in the womb of Elizabeth. The Magnificat is, in a sense, the song of the Christian nest, if you will. Is the song that Mary sung to Jesus in her womb, and is the song that the work of Christ carries on in the Gospel of Luke, and is the song that we too carry on when we act for justice and mercy. So, the Magnificat, this song that we hear today, If you are a priest, if you are part of a religious community, you sing this song every day for the rest of your life. But if you're not part of the religious community, if you're not a priest, I encourage you to read the Magnificat as often as you can, to be formed like Jesus was in the womb of Mary, by the voice and by the singing of her mother.